afternoon, ladies and gents. This is Bryanna Byrd with POCP on your FM radio station. Today, I will be discussing whether Black Lives Matter is a terrorist group or a peaceful organization. I will do this by first examining the Black Lives Matter movement, by first discussing how it started, secondly, discussing its mission, and thirdly, discussing how this movement has impacted the United States and the globe. So first, let me ask you, are you for Black Lives Matter or are you against it? Do you believe that Black Lives Matter is a terrorist group, or do you believe that it is a peaceful group? Let's start off by uncovering how Black Lives Matter was created. So in 2012, Trayvon Martin, an unarmed 17-year-old black boy, was killed by George Zimmerman, who was a neighborhood watchman. Zimmerman was threatened by Trayvon because he was walking home with his hood up and some Skittles in his hand. And he felt that Trayvon was out of place because he was in a rich white community, which I know is true. People really do feel this way because I have even been targeted in my own neighborhood in Lake Oswego, Oregon, and have been told to get out of that neighborhood. Zimmerman was found not guilty. Alicia Garza felt enraged. She felt that Trayvon could be her brother. She felt a deep sense of grief. But we knew Zimmerman wasn't going to get convicted for killing Trayvon, because Trayvon is just a black boy with his hood up in the streets. So Garza wrote a letter on Facebook to the black community. She wrote, "We don't deserve to be killed with impunity. We need to love ourselves and fight for a world where our lives matter. Black people, I love you. I love us. We matter and our lives matter." This letter is what started the Black Lives Matter movement. Black Lives Matter started brings us to Black Lives Matter's mission. Black Lives Matter is defined as a political and social movement aimed to advocate for non-violent civil disobedience and protest against police brutality and racial violence targeted against African Americans. So according to the movement's definition, the movement does not participate in violence, so it could not be a terrorist organization. It started with love, not hate. She didn't respond with violence. She responded with love, empowerment, determination, motivation. So how has this world impacted our society? Weeks after the murder of George Floyd, thousands of protesters all over the world and all over the country have been protesting. These protests have been historic because the crowds have been diverse and the numbers have been so large. The NFL, NBA, and MLB have been boycotting, and they have been protesting while they've been playing their games with Black Lives Matter messages written on their jerseys. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is Bryanna Byrd with POCP on your FM radio station. Today I asked you whether you were for the Black Lives Matter movement or not. I did this by examining how Black Lives Matter started and its mission, and lastly, how it has impacted our world. So do you support this movement or not? Thank you for tuning in.